Hey y'all, this is Talk Safety to Me, Safety Talk with Apostle Erica Monet Glenn, and this is gonna be day 79 of the safety videos. So as you guys can see, I'm coming down an alleyway. We could just imagine, and I got this, for the safety reasons, but as we know, it's so many safety hazards that comes with an alley. I'm from Chirac, I'm from Chicago. My mom didn't drive a car, so there's, times where we had to go down alleyways. We relied on public transportation, but I also know the dangers of alleyways, okay? If y'all hear yelling in the background, somebody selling something, I think sodas for 50 cents, but hey, everybody on the hustle. I ain't, no shade. Hey, as long as it's legit, I'm for it. But that's gonna be another safety video for another time, amen? But keep those hands clean. But like I was saying, the alleyway is basically, as you're walking, it's not only this dangerous for, God forbid, a predator hiding and, trying to prey on innocent people, women, men, kids, but cars. And one of the things I've learned about when a car's driving through here, especially, like we're over here, you can't see it, it's open, it's like a parking lot to some type of establishment where you can park your car. But before, what I do, before I head all the way out into the streets, I always honk. Even when I'm entering an alleyway, okay? Because you never know if someone's coming out their home. You never know if they're, I've seen some weird things where people mailboxes are in, like, near the alley. I don't know whoever thought of that. I'm like, come on now, what were you drinking, what were you smoking? Like, why would you put somebody in danger like that? But anywho, there's been times where even I've seen some people garages in the alley, like they have to back out, you turn this way and then drive forward. So either way, it's all about being aware of your surroundings, especially if you're on foot. Some of you parents don't walk your kids to the store, to the park, or to school, and y'all be like, oh, it's a shortcut, take the alley. I'm big on, like, just get your lazy butt up and go with your kid if you can, walk with your children, all right? But how many of you taught them properly of what to look out for when going through the alleyway, okay? Look out for cars and drivers, making sure you're being mindful of people, their dogs, and the kids and everything, because it's like some of y'all are Speedy Gonzalez, y'all just drive out. Like, for instance, it's a bus stop right here, okay? And people are walking past. If someone's not paying attention, it just takes a second for an accident to happen. They could be looking down in their phone, right? Right there at the edge, about to go into the street, and then boom, they run into somebody. Or run into the bus that just drove past, okay? So it's just like, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about, okay? Like, it's just be mindful of your surroundings, especially in the evenings. I'm looking up, I think I see a few lights, but some areas is more dark than others. Some areas, it's a blackout in the evenings. And y'all be like, oh, I'm still gonna do it because that's the quickest way to home. But guess what? I'd rather you take the long way and be safe than risk your life, okay? And I'm not just talking about cars. I'm talking about people that literally, like, for instance, y'all might not see this, but this is like, it's a dumpster behind here, and then it's like a gate. So if someone wanted to hop this and hide out and then hop out and do whatever, they could. I know it's cameras, but these days, come on now. This 2026, y'all think people care about cameras? You see all these cases, all these things that's hitting the news, and you see people don't even wear masks no more. They're being bold. These criminals are getting bold. Like, they're just looking dead in the camera, letting you know, like, yeah, I'm doing this, okay? So hold on one second, because I think somebody's trying to call me on my phone. There we go. So it's just like, they look dead in the camera, no mask, face, everything, just in the camera. They don't care. So I need y'all to be aware of your surroundings, okay? Going through the alleyways, if you're on foot, make sure you look at both ways, okay? Make sure if cars are coming behind you, I don't suggest walk in the middle, walk on the side. Where there's space, they can drive through, okay? And then drivers, you're supposed to use your horn. That's what the horn is for. If you know you're behind someone and they're walking too far out and they don't realize you're behind them, use your horn. Okay? That's justified. That would be a justified reason to use your horn the right way. And before exiting the alleyway and before entering the alleyway, at least use your horns before you enter, because you never know who's taking out their trash, checking their mailbox. You never know if a car's coming out. You never know if someone's about to, walk out and they don't see you. I'm telling you, these extra few seconds of looking out for your surroundings will save your life and save someone else's life. All right? And then if you got kids, be mindful. Okay, things can happen. I understand you be like, oh, in my neighborhood, nothing typically happens. Guess what? Trouble travels. That's the type of mindset that's going to get y'all in trouble. That's the type of mindset that gets y'all hurt. That's the type of mindset that you see a lot of these people on the news talk about. It never happens in our neighborhood. I never would have suspected. So this is a nice little warning of y'all need to get off y'all lazy behinds, scout out your own communities, especially if you don't have a car of your own, and make sure you and your children are safe. or you and your significant other, or just you. Just make sure, okay, am I familiar with ways to, on how to travel safe if I can't take the shortcut down the alley? Do I know other ways to get home? Do I know other ways to get to work or to my destination? Especially depending on the time of the day. Because y'all so lazy. And guess what? Being safe, it can't come. Being safe does not equal lazy. Being safe does not equal lazy. So this is going to require you to do some work. And a lot of y'all wondering why you constantly get hit upside your head. It ain't funny, but come on now. A lot of y'all, look here. When you're walking across the street or walking down the street, just you on the phone. Not paying attention. In the restaurants, you're just sitting there on your phones. You're not even talking to the person across from you. That's the problem we have in this world. So much technology. See, I was born in '88. Believe me, that's not a security answer. Don't worry, you can't hack into my stuff. Somebody need to hear that. But, okay, but I'm close to the 90s, and I'm telling you, we know what it's like to play outside, use chalk, hopscotch, double dutch, playing with water guns, you know, in the summertime, riding our bikes, talking, hanging out with the community friends. My mom was definitely involved. She knew all my friends and their parents, okay? She didn't play that. So it's just like, and then not only that, you and your siblings, y'all gotta be in before it's dark, before those street lights come on. We had a curfew. And then not only that, we had chores in the house, but that's another video for another time. But a lot of y'all so lax. You're busy trying to be your children's best friend, and now you realize you got a Frankenstein on your hand and you don't know what to do. You know, I'm sure there's people in the world that would love to hire me. They'd be like, look here, I just need to get you in my house for maybe 2 weeks. I need you to help me get my child back in order. But I got to put this news flash out. God will not send me in your house to deal with your child and not deal with you. You're the parent. So it's more than one side to the story. So as God is trying to, as you need help with that, but God will be helping you at the same time. So don't never go, because some of y'all, that's the type of world we live in. We be like, oh, it's just one-sided. I'm like, no, it's not. Because many people block their blessing when they feel like they got the upper hand on you. When they feel like, hey, you have something I need, so you need me. And then really it's the other way around. People miss the message. See, years ago I used to tell people, don't be so focused on the messenger and you miss the message. Don't get distracted by the messenger and you miss the message. Don't become distracted by the messenger and you miss the message. Even the phone starts shaking and the wind starts blowing. Because God is in agreement, heaven is in agreement with what I just said. Amen? So y'all be aware of y'all surroundings. Find out where your children are going, if they got to go through alleyways. If you got a significant other, sir, walk her to work. Walk her to school, you're lazy behind. Because some of y'all, all you do is sit at home and play your PS5. That ain't cute. Especially if you're not working, because you lose it almost every other job. I don't know who I'm talking to. God just put that in my spirit. So what's your excuse for not walking your so-called woman to work, to the bus stop, making sure she gets home safely? But that's a whole nother video for another time, y'all. But I'm about to head out. Y'all enjoy y'all Thursday. Feel like a Friday. But y'all enjoy y'all Thursday. But remember, this is Talk Safety 10 Minutes. Safety Talk with Apostle Erica Monique Glenn, day 59. Y'all be safe out there.